So it's pretty funny. It's 4 o'clock on Christmas Day. I've been going back and forth with Rudy and about potentially coming to Mexico to fish for these striped marlin on fly. It's been a pipe dream of mine. And at this point, look around. There's not a lot of going on Christmas Day. So I think it's time to be pretty serious and try to do something with myself. It's December 29th, Monday, and I'm just checking in. Like, everything is finalized. Like, today's a big deal. I had gone back and forth a little bit with Rudy, and naturally he had to get in touch with George, the other owner of the place that they operate, which I've been invited to go to, which is really what I've been excited about, and didn't want to get too excited until I knew for sure, but now it's certain. I've gone ahead and booked my flights. I'm excited. I mean, this has been a long time coming.
But the wind is nowhere near as strong as it was earlier. 28 miles per hour feels not.
All right, here we are. It's I don't know, 5:30. And I'm waking up and just getting ready for the day here. I made it. It was definitely an interesting flight. We had no major delays. Everything went relatively smooth, which was great. Just did take a little bit of time getting down here. So once you fly into Loreto Airport, rather, it's about a 2.5 ride down Mexico 1 to get down to San Carlos. Right as you take the bend, I'll show you when there's some light out, but right on the bend as you enter town, here's the hotel. So I got here, had some dinner. It was already late. They were winding the day down. I could tell the energy was pretty good. I mean, they definitely had a rough day fishing. You can tell. I mean, it's blowing right now. It was blowing when I got here. When I got to actual, San Carlos, it's definitely windy. And right now it's blowing. My guess is probably blowing 15, gust to 20. I had a great talk last night with a lot of the guys here, and I have to tell you, this place it's awesome. It's awesome. I can't even wait for today. Outside of the wind, I'm really, really excited about the fishery. Just talking to the guides, talking to Rudy, meeting his guests. He's got about, I think, 10 people staying right now. So he's got, two parties, 2 people per boat, I think. But yeah, the plan is that I'm going to fish today with somebody, probably Rudy. And I'll fish with him and his group and just kind of get out and experience it. I'm really excited about it. I just don't know, again, what the wind and the conditions will be. I'm going to try to get as much video as I can for certain things. But, again, right now the conditions here are pretty windy, so we're gonna see what the day brings. But I'm excited. I'm really, really excited, and I'm still a little jet lagged, a little tired, because I did have a fairly lengthy day. But I'm up. I've done my exercise. I'm gonna try to find some food, and as the sun comes up here, I'm gonna try to start to get some video and some pictures and just enjoy this trip. But I made it. That's the most important thing. I made it, and now it's time to fish.
What do you know? Up against the wall.
That's fucking awesome. Love it. Check it out here. We just pulled up on this static bait ball. It's got some bonita on it. Big bait. It's the kind of stuff we're looking at, guys. Yip, yip, yip. It's tight.
Great cast. Great cast. Yes. Straighten out the line. Nice release. Straighten that line out, baby. Yeah, it's funny, like the Northeast, you'd be freaking out here. It's like, fuck, it's bonita. Oh, we're doubled up, yeah!
Pod of dolphins here. Let's see if there's any tuna on her. Rudy's up front. Throw the teaser. See what we can find. A mega pod here. Rudy, we're in 'em, boys.
That Geo moment.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, whenever you can hit that
Send it.
ball of chaos off to our right there, go for it.
Fuck, dude, send that thing over. Holy shit.
Behind that still.
God, there's a lot of Marlin here. Oh boy.
Coming at us.
Coming at us. Oh my God. Have you hugged a Marlin lately?
He saw it. I mean, it could have been a boat, but it looked green. Heavy size to it.
We'll see.
Oh yeah, it dumped. Hey man.
And then they come up to the other side, and then I chase it for a minute, and then I blow up on it, and then I clip the fly, and like, this is
So yank spraining the other down. What are you doing?
Wow, that's true French.
All right. Day one is in the books. Takeaways from the day. Today was interesting. It was the first time we'd been here. I'd never been here. I've only written about it, or read about it rather, or read online, you know. So coming into it, not knowing, you know, today was different. You know, we met for breakfast in the morning, which I thought was fantastic. Everybody kind of goes into, you know, the lounge area, gets their breakfast, and then we all scurried down to the boat ramp here. I guess on the tides, when the tides are high behind the building here, they'll pick the guys up here at the actual resort, which I think is kind of cool. But in this case, this morning we, you know, had our breakfast, and then we all kind of, as a group, got into a big truck, which they have here. I'll get some video of it, and I'll show you guys as I'm here. But then we just kind of ferried on down in the truck down to the boat ramp here, where they, you know, had all of their boats lined up with their guides, the captains, ready to go. You know, loaded with the lunches, loaded with all the drinks, like what you'd expect from any kind of an outfit. And Rudy and George have done a nice job. You know, they had it all prepped this morning. You know, we go out there as a group, all 17 of us, 17, not including me, but this group of anglers that are here is 17 guys. I apologize, 15 guys and 2 women, husband and wife. They're fantastic. They're all very good anglers. And today was cool. I was able to meet all these people from different parts of the country and, you know, experience how they are as anglers. I didn't spend a full day with all of them, but I spent a pretty good chunk of the day with them, and they're all very impressive in their own ways, for sure. But anyhow, we meet there, and off we go. And, you know, It's a run. We did some running today. We had some serious breeze up. And these, they're running 28-foot boats, and they're not super deep V, so they don't take the chop nearly as well as a deeper boat, but impressively nice. Honestly, I was very shocked at how well these boats handle the water here. But we went out, and it was pretty breezy, and I think we weren't even an hour out into the run from the thing, and we're already, there's birds, there's pelicans, there's chaos, and the wind was up a little bit early, but there was still signs of life everywhere, so it was very encouraging. So yeah, we worked these bait balls for a while, and it was tough. We definitely saw some fish, but I just think the conditions today, just from what I experienced anyway, my takeaway from it was just rough, and we saw some marlin. We saw a lot of them, honestly. I think we probably saw 20, but they just were tough on flies. They were hard to catch on the fly rod, but they were there, and they were lit up under the birds. You see these beautiful mountains in the background, just really picturesque, honestly. But yeah, we worked those bait balls for a while. We didn't have much result. So I'd say about 1:30, 2 o'clock, Rudy decided to pull the plug on the offshore stuff because the breeze had gotten up. And we went inside looking for roosters up inside Mag Bay and some of the other adjacent areas that Rudy and his guys have found over the years that hold roosters. So we were a little late to the party. A lot of the other boats in the group had already kind of hit some of the water in the bay because their guys wanted to go and get out of the rough water a little sooner. So we hung out on the offshore for longer than they did. So we kind of were picking up the scraps, if you will. So we raised a couple. We didn't get tight, but we raised a couple, which I thought was really interesting. I think overall the place is incredible. Rudy was a little down today because, and I get the same way with my guys. Trust me, when you can't put people on fish, it's out of your hands. The conditions, the wind, everything. It's just, you can't. Sometimes it just doesn't line up. And naturally I'm here. He wants to hope his fishing's good. So, and I told him the same thing. Yeah, same thing happens at home with me. And I mean, your expectations are high, but what he considered slow, I thought was incredible. We saw plenty of life. It's just like anything else. It's one of those things where you just can't control the conditions, but the place is fantastic. It really is. And I'm super excited to have almost 2 weeks left to kind of explore and check it out. I've talked to a couple of the other guides here. All of them are passionate. You put, anybody who puts 10 hours a day on the water for 35 days straight, and then when they get a day off, takes a 5-hour car ride to go sight fish for rooster fish in the surf, that's dedication. And that's why I came here, because these guys are not fooling around. It's just a solid group of solid anglers. So when they invited me to come, I had to come and check it out. But yeah, tomorrow's a new day. I'm gonna try to get some rest, and hopefully we'll have a window. Tomorrow does not look good for the wind. I think they're saying 25 to 30 later in the afternoon, or I should say later in the morning, early afternoon. So I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I actually came to make the video instead of going to meet with the captains, and they were talking to the party that's here to make the call for tomorrow. I said I told them I'm fine with whatever you do. So it wasn't my decision, but I really think personally that there's a window, judging on what I saw on the data that I have access to here. I mean, and I don't know the water well, and I know we have some moon tides right now. There's a lot of water that moves here. The bay's extremely shallow all throughout, and you can tell it's open-ended on a couple of ends, so wind direction can change the depths and the heights of the tides and on almost any given day. So for today, Rudy felt like there was just a lot of water moving in here, and we have a full moon. I mean, he thinks that the water's pushed the bait down a little bit. It's been turned over, and he feels that the fish are here. There just weren't a lot of them up top. I don't know. We'll see. But I do believe tomorrow is a much better day. It'll be a fresh start. But I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm going to grab some rest here. But great first day. We had a great outing, considering, again, the conditions were just a little tough. But the guys loved it. dinner was incredible. The food is just outstanding. Yeah, just they really have really, honestly, kind of exceeded my expectations. So it's been great. First day, and I'm excited about tomorrow. I'll check in with you guys then.